Welcome back to Spotlight. I'm here with Chief Education Officer Gillian Douglas Phillip. Welcome to Spotlight.
Thank you, Cromwell.
And thanks for coming on short notice. I know you're working hard and it's late and all this kind of thing.
Yes,
so
it is.
I appreciate it. But I thought it was the debate topic is really exciting to me, and it's a real topical issue, and it's something that we've been throwing around for well. Tell us a little bit about the debate, the debaters, and what the plans are.
I think you can see in my face that I'm really excited about this debate.
Yeah, we
I
all are,
did
yes.
not realize it would be such a controversial topic. The ministry has been fielding quite a number of calls on persons who would like to be resource persons for the various debaters.
Oh, okay.
And we've been exposing the debaters to these resources. So we expect to have a marvelous time, enlightening experience tomorrow. Debate is being held at 10:30 on the complex grounds, Central Administration Complex grounds. And we are going to be having the winners of this 2015 inter-secondary school debate against of Virgin Islands Youth Parliament.
So
You're talking about an age range from, say, 15 to 29.
So we had the Elmore Stowe champs
Yes.
and the Youth Parliament.
Yes.
Wow, that's going to be hot.
It is.
It's gonna
It
be
is.
hot.
It is.
Yes. And the mood, of course, as I mentioned earlier, a foreign investor should be given citizenship based on major investments made in the territory. Who's the pro? I forget what it's called now. Help me out now.
Proposition
The
and
proposition,
opposition.
opposition, yeah. Who's the proposition?
Proposition is the Elmore South High School,
Okay, and the
Yes.
opposition is the parliament.
the Parliament.
Wow.
Yes. Yes.
And
And I must say at this point in time that the moot was actually one of 10 that was decided by the leaders or the chaperones to the various debating societies of the secondary schools. And these moots have been on paper since September last year. So in order to select one that would be useful, beneficial, and timely, I got together with the Director of Youth Affairs and Sports, who manages the Parliament. And we sat and we looked at all of the moots and we said, we're going to do this one, not expecting the news to blow up with all of these immigration and citizenship issues.
well, you know, it's a big deal when you talk about giving citizenship. Virgin Islanders are very, very concerned about giving citizenship, in light of the fact, of course, that it's being said that we become a minority in our own country, and then you want to give people who have money to have real influence citizenship by virtue of the fact that they can have that influence.
Yes.
Certainly a scary thing, you know. I mean,
It is a scary
Virgin
thing,
Islanders.
but I think it's time that Virgin Islanders really step up and realize what's going on in the world and realize that we're no longer the little Virgin Islands. We are a part of a bigger society, and whatever happens elsewhere impacts us. I think it's time we realize that.
Now, is there some underlying reason, you know, I got to create a little controversy here. Is there any underlying reason why we chose that particular moot at this particular time? Like maybe the government is considering giving citizenship to foreign investors?
Not at all. As I told you, Ms. Brenda Ledsumta and I got together and we looked at the 10 that we had and we selected that one. And we selected it because it was not only secondary schools, but also Virgin Islands Parliament. And it is a topic that lends itself to much research. And I think research is literally being thrown at the debaters at this point in time.
So everybody want to get in on the act.
Everybody wants to get in on the act.
Yeah. And I guess for the reasons that, some of the reasons that we talk about, what are some of the people saying some of the researchers saying, what are some of the angles they looking at?
I choose not to respond to
much.
that
You're gonna
because
give
I
us
do
the-
not want to influence the debaters.
But
Even though on my way here, I heard that as a topic for one of this evening's radio programs. And I
Really?
was
They
like,
ta- they
no,
talking
this is
about it?"
not the time to discuss that. Discuss it after you know.
You
But
can't stop it from this. I mean, if
I know.
we know about it, and we know it's a controversial topic, and we know people are going to be concerned about it. So you can't, you can't not talk about it. I mean, when you look at the economics of it, when you look at the economic aspect of it, and you have millionaires and perhaps sometimes billionaires become citizens, and does that mean they're going to be able to vote? How much influence they're going to have in politics and in the elections, the outcome of elections by funding one campaign or the other campaign, and I mean, what is that going to mean for the power of Virgin Islanders? Is our power going to be diminished? Are we going to be relegated to second-class citizens? And the BVI going to become like the United States, where big lobbyists and big power brokers and big money people creating policy and implementing policies and the like, so that we have to be now following and just taking what we get, and I mean, it's not a simple thing.
No, it's not. And I think the questions that you're asking and the statements that you're making are actually helping to encourage persons to come out tomorrow to hear what the young people are saying.
Are thinking about it.
Yes, because what I realize is through a debate, you actually get decisions made that can benefit or not benefit the country.
Yeah.
So what you're asking are questions that you are leaving the public now to wonder, so that they can come out and hear what the youth are saying.
And they need to come out.
They need to come out. And there's space.
After the debate itself, during the judges' deliberations, is usually an open forum for discussion of the audience.
Yes.
And they'll get the audience itself will get an opportunity to voice their views.
Make it very clear, 15 minutes. 15 minutes.
You got 15 minutes. They got 15 minutes
Yes.
to voice their opinion,
Yes.
and to make a big fuss about the whole thing.
Yes. After all is said and done, you can say whatever you want to
You
say.
can say whatever
thereafter.
you want.
Yes.
Okay. And so are we going to say I had about 10 moots in the hopper? Can we look forward now to increasing debates on a regular basis?
Well, at this time, I can take this time now to tell you what's coming up.
Okay.
We have joined forces with BVI HSA for Vaccination Week.
Yes, yes.
And we have, I believe it's all 6 secondary schools, public and private, taking part in those debates.
Really?
I know that one of the dates is April 27.
That's a big deal.
Yes, it is a big deal.
I know they had one last year.
Yes.
About vaccination.
Right. In addition to that, we are also collaborating with Conservation and Fisheries Department. They want to jump in on the bandwagon and host a debate that has an environmental flair during our next set of debates in June. So we're looking forward to that also.
Okay, so the annual debate, which is going to be in June.
Yes.
But before
We've
that,
moved it
we
to
having
June.
one in April with
In collaboration with
the
for
Health Service
Vaccination
Authority.
Week.
Okay.
Yes.
And the Ministry of Education, this is your debate.
This is HSA's debate.
No, this one tomorrow.
This one, yes, this is ours.
This is your
Actually, this debate came out of planning for Education Week.
Okay.
In awaiting approval from the minister, he said, this is what I want. I want a debate between the winners of last year and the Virgin Islands Youth Parliament.
And it's done.
And it was done.
It was done.
That's what's supposed to happen.
Okay. What are some of the other moods in the hopper? Some of the other topics you have? Anything off the top of your head you could talk about?
Not right now, because I've been so focusing on this one.
And
they're not as exciting as this one. So I think we'll have to go back to the drawing board on them, yes.
You took the best one you had.
Oh, definitely.
Okay.
Definitely.
And so we could tomorrow, that's Wednesday, that's
23rd,
the 23rd.
10:30.
10:30.
Yes.
Is it going to be in the breezeway or is it going to be out on the lawn?
We have expanded it out on to the lawn.
Okay.
We have weather control environment. We have tents for everyone. So if the sun hits us too hard or the rain falls, we can still stay there.
Okay.
Yes. And I must say thanks to JCB Engraving they have actually donated one of our prizes. They say if you ask, you shall receive. I asked, and I got.
So you got the trophy. That's
We actually have plaques.
plaques.
Plaques and medals and certificates.
Okay, and so in what categories of prizes you have?
Well, we have the winners,
Yes.
and then we have the best presenter, best speaker.
Okay.
Yes.
That's it sounds like it's going to be a really exciting time. We're inviting everyone to come out. I don't know. We should have a lot of traffic. You think during that time we're going to get people going to be able to come out of their offices and come in because it's going to go on from 10:30 till about
noon. We're trying to
noon-ish.
stop BAM noon.
Okay.
Yeah, because it's a work day, students have to get back to school. And because I'm not taking or making any preference, but because the students from the Elmore Stout High School are supposed to be at their honor roll ceremony tomorrow, I want to publicly congratulate them on being A+ and A students who will not be able to receive their certificates tomorrow unless their ceremony begins on time, because I know for sure that the debate will begin at 10:30 sharp.
Yes, the debate definitely will
Yes.
be at 10:30.
Yes, it will. And you know it will.
And I definitely know it will. Yes. So what else is happening? Anything new in the ministry? Any new initiatives coming up? I know we're doing a lot of teacher training. I'm having interesting discussion next week, and while I have you here, I could tell you about it. And in the time I know you want to go, we had a long day, but we've been arguing back and forth over the last several years. I've been mentioning it over the last several years about the need to increase the role of teachers in the classroom, being that the situation has developed in our territory where the two parents have to work, or mostly single parent families, and we develop in a scenario called latchkey children. Even those children with two parents, sometimes the parents go to work at 8 o'clock, the child go to school for 8:30, the parent come home 8 o'clock in the night, the child home from 3:15 or 4 o'clock, and you have this disparity in the times that families interact. And it seems as though more and more the teachers are spending more time with the children. And so as a territory, it seems to me that at some point we are going to have to decide if we're going to expand the role of the teachers to take up some of the parenting of the children. So when we talk about teachers, I have a professor that's coming from Barry University next week. And he's going to be talking, he's signing articulation agreements with the college and talking about teacher training. And we're going to talk about how can we expand that role and how how to train the teachers in counseling and parenting along with their subject matter. What's your view as a chief education officer
To increase the role of the teacher.
teachers in the lives of the students to where they are taking up some of the parenting responsibilities?
In all honesty,
Yeah.
I am against it.
Well, don't decide so fast.
No, I'm serious,
I
because it's a
understand-
discussion
I
that we've been
understand.
having.
I understand you're serious,
And
but don't,
I can honestly say that the teachers are already doing enough.
well,
Why am I saying
maybe
that?
we need to get more teachers. But listen, you can't.
Mr.
okay,
Smith,
go ahead, go
we
ahead.
have a population of over 430 teachers for a student population of just under 5,000. Check the ratio.
Yeah, but so
In addition to that, our teachers work from 8:30 to 4:30. But now, you started the topic, parents are dropping off their children at 7 o'clock
you see what I mean?
at school. But our teachers also have children, and they also have families, and they also need time to prepare, and the day is already packed.
So we need more teachers, right? And we need to pay them a little bit more. But we're either going to pay the teachers or we're going to have to spend the money on jails. What way you prefer?
That is something to think about and to weigh the
We got
pros
to,
and cons.
we have to think of. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. We have to think about it.
But it's a very,
Because
it will be a very serious discussion. Is it going to be call-in?
I could make it, Colin.
I think you need to make it
I could
call-in,
make
and
it
you will
call-in.
hear the views of our teachers.
I could make it
Because you
call-in.
know within the Ministry of Education, we are never at a standstill.
I
There is
know.
always something being implemented
I believe, yes. I
and
know
something
that.
being
I
monitored
know y'all are very
and something
dynamic.
being
I
analyzed.
know y'all are very dynamic in the ministry, right? I know that. I know that for a fact. Y'all doing great work. The minister like a crazy man. But
No. My minister is not like a crazy man. My minister
it's a crazy
No.
man. Just
You're trying to
joking.
get me in trouble.
I get you.
My minister likes to be moving and he
Yes.
likes to see progress.
Yes.
And I
That's
think
that's
what
I
we
meant.
need is for the entire
I
ministry
meant
to
it-
back him up
I
and
meant
to
it in a good way.
ensure that the plans that he has
I meant it-
has
I meant
are
it
the
a-
plans that we're using
I
to
meant it
improve
in
our education
I
system.
meant it in a good way.
I know you did.
I meant it in a good way. But I'm telling you, you're going to have to come to that decision. So we need to start talking about it
Sooner
because,
than we think.
yeah, we have to come to that decision. I am seeing, I'm past social worker now. Yeah, and I'm seeing the need for our teachers, as adults in the economic situation that we're in, and the competitive nature of the world, and all the things that we have to do, we're not getting the parenting thing done. And it's a very dangerous situation when we are putting out children who are not trained properly and who are not getting the education what they need because of poverty, because lack of parenting, because of single family homes, because of economic circumstances. We have to address that issue. And the teachers who spend the most of the time with our children, we're gonna have to. I'm sure if you explain to the teachers what's happening, ask them what they need, supply them with what they need, we could get the job done. Train more teachers, get better facilities. We need to spend more money on education.
You asked me about training of teachers. On average, each of our teachers is exposed to 55 hours of professional development a
Wonderful.
year.
Wonderful.
I don't think it happens anywhere else in the Caribbean.
I am not
sure,
not
but
your
I
I'm
don't
not your
think it
adversary.
happens.
I'm not the adversary. I'm with you. I agree with you. I know this to be true, and I know the teachers are doing a great job. I'm saying that we are going to need more. The situation is developing where we're going to need more.
I'm glad you're saying the teachers are doing a great job. But you also need to say the parents now need to do a better job. So I am anxious to hear what your next consultant says.
But that's the social development aspect of the whole. See, this has got to be a holistic approach. That's the social development aspect of the whole thing because your parents can't teach what they don't know. So then we have to have the education process for the parents as well. So there's a whole big discussion. But I just want to throw that out there since I have you.
I can't let you finish on that note.
No,
parents can't teach the children, but parents, the instruction that the teachers are doing, but they can teach them discipline. That's all we ask. That's all we ask.
Some parents don't listen. Teaching discipline is a tough thing too. You have to know how to discipline in order to discipline. The thing is simple like long ago where you take up a belt and you bust a child some belt and blister up the child back. It ain't how it happening these days.
No, we don't have it that in schools anymore. So.
That's right. The teacher will not use teacher will had a grease leather strap so thick. You understand? And when he hit you, you pee yourself on the spot. that ain't happening again. You see? So there's got to be different, more cutting-edge professional techniques. But we follow it during the clock. But we want to invite everybody. I just wanted to put that out there. We want to invite everybody to come down, and I'm so glad you came. We want to invite everybody to come down tomorrow, which is going to be the 23rd of March, Wednesday, at 10:30 a.m. sharp on the spot, on the dot.
Yes.
Down by the admin complex.
Yes.
And to hear the debate.
Rain or sunshine.
Rain or sunshine.
We have you covered.
We're going to be out there in getting this thing done. should, well, I'm making it into a question.
Yes,
Should
go ahead.
foreign investors be given citizenship based on the major investments they make in territory? Are we going to go ahead and do that? And we need you to be there to have your voices heard and listen to the children and South High School champs of the champs of the what again?
2015 inter-secondary school debate.
Yes, and the VA Youth
Parliament,
Parliament.
yes.
It's going to be a hot
Yes.
debate with a very, very hot and controversial topic. Make sure you come out and make your 2 cents heard together. There'll be a 15-minute space for you, the audience, to make your contribution as well. See you.
Yes, sir.
Jerry and Philip, thanks for coming by. It was a pleasure to have you. I hope to have you back on a regular basis to keep us up to date on what's going on in education and all the plans for the future.
Thank you,
The
too.
budget's going to be passed soon. You're going to have money, so everything going to be going fine.
You had to end on that, right? Thank you so much, Cromwell, for having me.
You're
It was a
welcome.
pleasure.
Yes, it certainly was. We're going to take a break for word from our sponsors. Because sponsors, when we come back, we're going to be talking about with Brother Mead Malone and Brother Craig Lake about the upcoming Entrepreneurship Forum 2016. Don't go away. We'll be right back after these words from our sponsors.
Spotlight is brought to you by the National Bank of the Virgin Islands and CCT Global Communications.